How's it going, everyone? Today we're looking at this stunning retro food truck set from Pantasy. If you haven't seen Pantasy yet, then you're missing out because they have great designs, everything is super high quality, and all the graphics are pad printed, which look absolutely amazing on this truck. Pantasy sent me this set to share with y'all, so let's take a look. This retro food truck is set 85011 and has 2,196 pieces. It's modeled after a classic Chevy P30 stepside van, supposedly from 1955, but those were rounder and had a flat front, so this is more like one from 1965 or later. It has a great white and blue two-tone paint job in that medium azure color, and I think they were going for a Southern California vibe with the truck because the transition between the two colors looks like a wave. I thought it was a pretty fun build with tons of details and just enough Technic to make things interesting. First you build the chassis, and then the driver's side with all of its details and its nice exterior. Then you build the front, along with the passenger side with the main customer window. Finally is the rear, the removable roof, and a few side builds. Jumping right into the main side of the truck where the customers walk up, there are lots of great details to look at. Most notably is the big awning that is propped open. There's a little counter in front of the opening that has a pick up here sign, a napkin dispenser, and some kind of green condiment. On the right side there's a hot dog and a big hamburger ready to be picked up. The buns for these are orange instead of tan, which I guess is what this food truck is known for, but probably because the orange color complements the blue well in the set. The awning door actually closes if you want it to. The counter hinges down, and you can unclip the supports and fold down the door. You should probably clear the counter first though. With the door down, we get a good look at the great graphic on the side of the truck. It says Pantasy Fast Food in the center, and there are lots of pictures of different foods, including hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, tacos, croissants, ice cream cones, and pizza. I think this graphic looks amazing, and I could actually picture it on the side of a food truck in real life. Not only does Pantasy print all of their graphics, meaning there aren't any stickers, but they assemble the pieces before the printing so that the graphics across multiple pieces line up perfectly. They come in the bags this way, and they show you when you have to disassemble them for certain steps. Next to the main opening, we have a great chalkboard looking menu that has the day's current options on it, and what looks like fairly believable pricing, at least for now. Hot dogs aren't on the menu today, so that one on the counter is either a special order or a day old. Above the menu is an open sign that can hinge up for when the truck is closed. Each side has a door that swings open easily, and on this side we have some stairs leading up inside. But before we go in, let's finish looking at the exterior. The front has that classic boxy look that pretty much every food truck has. It uses some older awning pieces for the hood that open up a little. There's no motor build inside though. The front has some greebling for the grille, as well as some red headlights and yellow blinkers. I'm not sure why the headlights are red instead of clear, and this is my only complaint about the set. So I plan on swapping them for a couple of clear ones on gray pieces. It's a super easy mod that I definitely recommend making. Above the hood is the big tinted windshield, and there are a couple of wiper blades mounted at the top. Around the driver's side we have another opening for the front triangle window, and the frame holding a couple of slightly too small side mirrors. The driver's door opens up and has a seat inside. The great food truck graphic is also on this side in full display. This one is actually a little wider, and the pictures are more spread out than on the other side. If you're wondering what this little door is, it opens up and reveals the generator that you can pull out. It's a good little build and has some nice pearl gray parts inside. The truck has some properly sized wheels and tires, and I appreciate that one side of the tires are completely blank without any embossed printing. And towards the back we have a side ladder that leads up to the roof. Up top we have a couple of orange storage boxes, one with a frying pan inside, and I'm not exactly sure what the other orange thing is, but it hinges open and close. In the middle is a gray AC system, and towards the front is a window that hinges open. Around back we have a big gray ventilation system up top, which I assume is for all the cooking appliances inside. And below that is a tailgate that hinges open, probably to get all the supplies in and out of the truck. Finally we have a license plate with a set number, which was also on the front. The roof pops off easily, giving us access to the interior. You can also see the bottom side of the rooftop AC unit. It's pretty cramped in here, as you'd expect in a food truck, and there are tons of details, so I'll show you some footage from when I was still building the set, just so you can get a better look of everything on camera. On the left we have a sink with a cabinet below it. Next to that is a place to stack plates and a coffee machine under some upper cabinets. There are several stacks of white cups and also a coffee grinder. Down below is a bigger cabinet which opens up. I'm not sure what the gray unit next to it is, but next to that is a nice oven that opens up and has a couple of dial prints. Above that is a cutting board and a 2-burner stove currently frying up some eggs. Next to that is a deep fryer that has some fries and maybe some onion rings and the trans yellow panels for the oil. Above this is a big vent hood that uses some white grill slopes. And down below you can see the generator that we looked at from the outside. Up front in the cab, we have a two-tone driver's seat, there's a big cash register build, and a couple of $10 bills on the counter. A steering wheel that turns the front wheels, and some prints for the gauges and levers for the truck. The other side has a prep counter full of ingredients which are protected behind a sneeze guard. You have tomatoes, patties, cheese, and cucumbers. Next to that is a panini-style grill and some condiment bottles. There's a rack of some prepared food, including cupcakes and more of those hot dogs. Next to that is a sand green refrigerator with a small microwave on top. The doors open up with some carrots in the bottom, and I'm not sure what those are in the freezer. As you can see, the interior is packed with tons of great details necessary to operate a food truck, and it has that classic black and white checkered floor. In addition to the food truck, we have 3 small side builds. There's a picnic table with a burger and some ketchup on it. There's a trash can in the pearl gray color, and a nicely printed sandwich board sign for the establishment. Overall, I think this is a pretty amazing set and would be great for anyone who likes to build vehicles or just fancies the occasional food truck visit in real life. It looks great with the white and blue color scheme, it's packed full of great details, and there are a ton of awesome printed tiles everywhere. I do recommend swapping out those red headlights for clear ones though. I think the $90 price tag on Amazon for this 2,200 piece set is a steal, and I can confidently recommend it to anyone who's interested in it. But let me know what you think down below in the comments, and excuse me while I go find something to eat.